Hello, everybody,
Hi.
and welcome back to Top 8 here at Psycho Turtle. Today, the February 8th challenge, which is today. That is, in fact, today's challenge. I'm
Yes.
Titania.
I'm Richard. Y'all might not be from elsewhere, but thought we'd take a stab at this today, so why not?
Yeah, as both of us are consummate yappers, so get excited to hear us yap about this Top 8 match between Shane Gaffney and Brenden Moses.
And what do we have on store for today is it's still Christmas in Los Angeles, and no, we don't really appreciate this kind of weather here.
Yeah, no, we have never seen a flake of snow, and yet we have got the snow team in commonly known as Christmas Crimes, what I know as deep, unmitigated sadness. We've got Articuno, Ninetales Alola, Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Incineroar, and Ogerpon. Teal Mask. Teal Mask? Hold up.
Spicy. And on Shane's side, we got Chien-Pao, Fluttermane, King Gambit, Lando Incarnate, Ogerpon Heartflame, and Rillaboom. We got a very spicy battle here going on today.
Yeah, like the first thing I kind of want to call out is this Ogerpon Teal Mask. This is a new kind of variation, and let's see what we see in the lead.
Yes.
As we get kicked off with Okay, we've got Chien-Pao and King Gambit versus the Articuno and Ninetales. How do you feel about this lead?
How do I feel about this duo? It looks good on... If anything, I think Shane might be in a good advantage, depending on what moves start first and what Chien-Pao does.
Right, I would agree. There's not really much of a... Because these are two kind of snow-resistant or ice-resistant Pokemon out on Shane's side, and we've got that big threat of the knife. What's the knife?
What is it? Wait, what?
Oh, there's no knife! We've got Cat plays Sword Dance Sucker Punch, so we don't have any Steel-type moves.
We're going straight into the... Auroraville is up, and that means Brendan's defenses are now heightened, and that's not exactly the greatest thing, but here we go. King Gambit's popping off with a Sword Dance to mitigate that.
Right. Chien-Pao went for the... Chien-Pao go for the Sucker Punch? I was looking at the team sheets. Anyways, so... Chien-Pao goes for Protect, wanting to protect that Focus Sash. Well, actually, it doesn't have a Focus Sash. So we see double Protects coming out for Chien-Pao and for Articuno. And another Blizzard coming out.
Blizzard, but that's okay. You know, King Gambit can take a hit as long as it doesn't do a... Oh, gosh.
Kowtow Cleave right into the Articuno.
But look at that. Not only did the Auroraville help survive a +2 Kowtow Cleave, it also now let it activate the Citrus Berry. So it's gonna be kind of a rough road here for Shane.
Right. Like, the only problem is that, now that they've dropped Sheer Cold, there's just not a ton of pressure coming out on, offensive pressure coming out on Brendan's side, but, so that's why you can see, except for that Moonblast on the Ninetales going into the Dark-type Chien-Pao. Does Shane have a good response to this?
We'll see. Gosh, removing Chien-Pao would be very bad because, he really needs all the damage he can get because of the Auroraville.
Yeah.
And there goes Chien-Pao, not very friendly, or what is it? It's not very prone to surviving Moonblasts, so... Yeah,
sometimes it do beef it, and then the Articuno goes for that Roost, healing right back up. All of that hard-earned damage that this...
Oof, I was kind of hoping Shane would have made a greedy play and gone for another Sword Dance, but now it's very much everything is in favor on Brenden. He kind of just said to just continue Blizzard spamming.
But we do have that Fluttermane coming in with that booster energy. Did you see what booster energy it was? I looked away for a second.
It's most likely speed. Knowing Shane, it's speed.
Yeah. We've just got so many Ice-type moves coming out. Nobody's doing any... Oh.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Interesting. Icy wind.
Are
And
we
it
gonna see an
misses.
icy wind miss?
Oh, it misses. Of course we are. Oh, and it does 7 damage. Oh, it's so hard.
Yep. Snowcloak doing Snowcloak things.
And even Icy Wind is already even a, like, not very...
Oh, there
not
we
the
go.
freeze.
There it is.
This is just Christmas Crimes in action. You Blizzard spam, you get the freeze, you keep Blizzard spamming because even if you're not doing a ton of damage to your opponents can't really do a ton of damage to you if you have Aurora Veil up, which you still do for a little bit longer.
And now let's, as if it wasn't already criminal enough, here comes the switch out.
Alright, we see Dondozo coming in for that. Oh,
no.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it, and here goes Articuno just roosting away.
You don't see stall metas working super often in VGC, especially on something as, like, offensive as this, but there's just not a ton of...
Well, there we go. Now, look, here is Articuno is no longer protected by Snowcloak, so...
And it doesn't have that 100% effective or accurate blizzards. So, it could go for a blizzard, right? It could go for a freeze dry, which would do, like, okay damage.
Or we could just do this again. Based on, like, why not, you know? It's just keep it snowy, keep it
Reset
fresh.
so reset the snow, reset the Aurora Veil, reset my deep and abiding sadness. Oof, we get another turn of freeze on this Fluttermane. That's why freeze is one of the most brutal,
Now we got the double freeze. Things just keep getting worse for Shane, unfortunately.
Yeah, you hate to see it because, like, freeze is just such a volatile status condition because once it happens, you just don't know when it thaws, right? It's so random.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, is that a sucker punch?
We got a sucker punch.
And a miss into a fail. Oh, okay.
Fail. Who did? Did Ninetales
Go for Aurora Veil?
Aurora Veil? It did not.
No, it did not.
So what is?
So it went into the Articuno, and the Articuno roosted, which must have missed because I was looking away. So yeah, that's 3 Pokemon out for Shane, and it's hard to see. It's hard to see how Shane comes back from this, given that the matchup is just so not in his favor. Right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Oh, into a what are you? Landorus.
Yeah, so you can think Shane has probably been saving the Terra for the Lando, right? Because the Lando was 4 times resistant, or 4 times weak to ice, but yeah.
But unfortunately, even with the Terra, there's really no way that the Leader could have just picked that up, because ideally a Sandseer Storm would have been, you know, fun to drop, but because of the immunity that Articuno holds, just wouldn't do anything. So the
this Lando isn't even running Sandseer, right? It's running Protect, Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, Substitute, which is you know my preferred Lando set. But what can Shane do into this? It's such a bad matchup, right? Because there's not. Besides the Ogerpon Hearthflame, you've got nothing really that's good into this Ice team.
Not really, not at all.
But
well, not necessarily. You would have to. Oh, yeah. We have Terra, Water, Rillaboom. Grass can still do a lot of damage into that.
I suppose so, right? But I think
the key here is, like, if Brenden does lead with Ninetales again, he has to obliterate that thing. You see that what is it? The Aurora Veil really, really just came in clutch and did everything to mitigate whatever damage, because you saw the attacks that +2 King Gambit was dropping was still barely even facing Articuno.
Right. So the Fluttermane taunt I think would be a really great thing to prioritize. I could also see an Ogerpon Hearthblade saving the Terra for the Hearthflame so that it can take out this Articuno Ninetales, but then you've got that Dozo, of course, in the back, which will eat a Fire Ogerpon for breakfast.
Oh, absolutely.
So this is going to be a tough one.
This is going to be a tough one, but Shane is nothing if not
tough.
Alright, here we go. Here, round 2, we got Shane leading with Ogerpon Hearthflame and Fluttermane.
into the Articuno and the Ninetales again.
And just like we were mentioning, Fluttermane Taunt is going to be... he picked
on the
up
table.
on making sure that, Aurora Veil doesn't go off, but will Brenden call that out and protect... Ninetales does have protect, so... We'll see...
We'll see what happens.
Oh, here we go. We got the first Terra of the battle.
I imagine this is going into that Ogre Pond. Yeah. So we'll we'll resist those blizzards that might be coming out, and it will give it that +1 attack boost, which will be so crucial for breaking through any possible Aurora Veils.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what's coming out of the speed booster Fluttermane. Perfect.
That's
yep,
right.
And there's the taunt. So that prevents the Aurora Veil, and it also prevents any protects. And went straight for that blizzard anyway.
Straight for the offensive. Okay, good. Thankfully, there's no misses there, and now we're gonna have. Oh, is there gonna be an instant KO? It sure
Perfect.
is,
yep.
baby.
So it takes out that Articuno in one hit. Important, we noticed this last turn already, but I wanted to point out how fast this Ninetales is. Right, it's outspeeding an Ogre Pond Hearthflame, which is not, always known to be a particularly slow Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of speed, there's always this threat now that Dondozo's come in, of this Tatsugiri hopping in and doubling all of its stats, making it into a super mech of a whale.
So, well, let's see if we see the move correctly. Brenden is about to switch out into the Tatsugiri.
Right, but I want to call out how that taunt was able to completely neutralize that.
Oh, you're right.
That Articuno, the Ninetales.
Yes, and so there's really no point in doing any more snow crimes because Ogre Pond just eats those, and so right now the next move is definitely gonna be getting one of those Pokemon out of there because Ogre Pond and or Fluttermane are not gonna like the kind of damage that's gonna come out of Dondozo.
And we see, speaking of Terras, we see a Terra going into the Dondozo, and that's going to be the Fire Terra. So it's going to resist any cheeky little grassy glides that this Ogre Pond might have, but we see a Protect coming out. Brenden nods. That's what was expected.
Good job.
A taunt coming into this Dondozo.
I get it, because Brenden was my round 1 opponent. Brenden was my round 1 opponent, and I wanted to make sure that thing was not letting, Protect go off and whatever, so I did do a taunt into it myself. So right now he's, Dondozo might be a little vulnerable if it can't Protect, and it can't,
it's gonna make it harder for it to stall.
It's gonna make it harder for it to stall, yes.
Okay, and so this is the Lando coming in.
Oh, it's not gonna like an Earth Power. It's absolutely
it's not gonna like an Earth Power.
And it actually can't even avoid. But
it will be able to take out one of these two Pokemon on this turn.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
We'll see. But obviously the Lando's the much bigger threat. But Ogre Pond can do that Follow Me and sack so that it can eat that Earth Power that's probably coming out from Shane.
Mm-hmm.
That's the nice thing about moves like Taunt, right? It just really reduces the number of possibilities that your opponent has. So Shane doesn't have to play a guessing game about, is it going to protect? Oh!
Shane withdrew Molly, which means most likely he's going to protect the Landorus, which would make sense.
It would make sense to see the protect on the Landorus, but
he's gonna...
Interesting.
Oh, no,
the Earth Power going in.
So this Wave Crash is gonna delete this Landorus and take a lot of chip damage for himself. Yeah, that sounds about right. We are now...
Why do you think that? I'm not sure if I understand that switch. Maybe reading into the attack into the Chien-Pao?
He was probably reading the attack slot into Ogre Pond, and even Chien-Pao could just eat it. Not eat it.
Right, because it has a Focus Sash, right? But now Chien-Pao has priority, and Dondozo can't protect. So it will eat a Sucker Punch and probably go down.
I can only hope that Chien-Pao is faster, so...
It has Sucker Punch. No, it doesn't. It has Ice Shard.
It has...
no.
No, Sacred Sword, yeah. So now, if Shane does... What is the...
On the Tatsu?
Woodhammer is absolutely going to...
And Woodhammer's not on the...
Tatsugiri. Yes.
No, that's on Rilla.
Oh, oops.
Oh, but the
Okay, that's
grassy
still
glide.
good
Oh my
damage.
goodness gracious.
That is still good damage. Shane is still in this. A sucker punch will easily knock out the Tatsugiri. Oh,
There's no sucker punch, but
there's no sucker punch. Oh,
yeah,
fudge.
the Moon Blast will go into the Chen Pao, but because the Chen Pao has that focus sash, it will live one attack. So, I guess the question is, what is this Tatsu gonna lock into?
Wait, isn't Ice Shard a priority move?
Ice Shard is a priority move.
So it's an Ice Shard, and one Ice Shard into a Tatsugiri should knock it out, and then a
Ivy Cudgel into the Ninetales should clean everything up.
yeah. So it might actually
We see the Blizzard hover.
This is a really good adjustment on Shane because it really does look like he's about to just. I mean, Brendan's about to. Yep.
Perfect. The priority Ice Shard comes out.
And then a
100%.
Ivy Cudgel is absolutely just going to. Oh, you know what? He's fishing for the
the
freeze.
freezes. Yeah, there we go.
There is no freeze. We are going to game 3.
I think that was a really great adjustment from Shane, kind of recognizing how tough it was for him to break that Aurora Veil Blizzard core at the top. And by shutting it down immediately with that taunt, he was able to effectively neutralize the threat from the Articuno and with that Ninetale support. So, what do we think? Do we think Brendan's going to adapt in round 3?
Knowing Brendan, probably not. Probably not, because he's. I mean, well, actually, no. Honestly, yeah, I think he will. We're in Top Cut. He's going to take it a little more seriously. He knows that Fluttermane has taunt, and what is it? And or maybe he might still leave the same. And what is Articuno? Articuno's Terra Dragon. So if would Ogerpon does indeed decide to, show up in Terra and go for Articuno, he could easily just Terra out of it, but
we've got that Fluttermane in the back.
Yeah.
Maybe not. No, yeah, it was in the back this time.
Alright, here we go. Here comes round 3. I believe we saw how Brendan's gonna lead, but now Shane also does have to readapt. He has to know that he really, really got Brendan in game 2. And he knows he can't run the same lead. Obviously, he can't run the same lead, so...
I think he could. I really do think that Ogerpon lead was really good.
It was.
Right, the Ogerpon Fluttermane was able to really effectively shut down that Articuno Ninetales lead, but if we think Brendan's going to adapt, what is worth bringing here? I still don't think King Gambit's the move here, just because it doesn't have any of those Steel-type moves that would be so good against into this Ice duo.
Oh, and you know what? I'm just realizing Shane mostly brought King Gambit in game 1 because it was trying to catch the
Intimidate on,
but it did not work out. So I can only hope that maybe this time, because it looks like Brendan is beating with Incineroar this time. And
right, that would make the most sense as an adaptation. So let's see how Shane decides, if Shane reads into that and decides to switch things up.
Alright, here we go. The final round. A very heated game 3. We got Shane leading with Ogerpon and Fluttermane. He's stuck with it.
Yep, and so we've got the Ninetales and that Incineroar.
Ogerpon is not going to appreciate this because it basically forces Ogerpon to Terra if needed.
In order to protect against the Flare Blitz?
The what?
Why does Ogerpon need to Terra, in your opinion?
Because attack stat is not dropped. So if he does Ivy Cudgel, it likely is not going to... I don't think at this point it probably might not kill the Ogerpon.
Or the Ninetales? Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's what Shane is aiming for. With this kind of lead, I don't think you need to take out the Ninetales right away, because it's not putting on a ton of immediate pressure. If you think it's gonna, Aurora Veil, you have the fast taunt. So the question is, does this Ogerpon need to stay in? I don't think so. I think this Ogerpon can switch out to try and apply more pressure the next turn. But let's see what comes in or what is happening. Alright, so we see a protect from the Flutter.
Start. And I
want to see a double protect.
Ogerpon.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just everyone. Oh no, well, you know what? Ogerpon could still protect.
Yeah. Ogerpon's slower than the Ninetales. Yep.
We're
so you double protect.
Fest.
Yeah. So that's a great move. Really great defensive play to bait out to fake out, which doesn't come. We see that snarl coming out. A snarl on an Incineroar is wild.
That is
I don't think
wild.
I've seen that one before.
It's very, very niche tech, but I get what he was going for. He does not want to take the damage from a Moonblast, no matter on what end, and also this Incineroar is an Assault Vest Incineroar.
Mm-hmm.
So, it just really wants to make sure that Flutter Mane kind of does nothing.
To be fair, having a Flutter Mane that does nothing is a great thing, because Flutter Mane is one of the scariest Pokemon in the format, if not in general, which is why I love her. She's my terrifying queen, and I aspire to be like her. Anyways, we see this Terra Water on this Ninetales. Great defensive play if we think that Ivy Cudgel is coming out, but also prevents any further Terras from coming out in the rest of Brendan's team.
Do we think that Shane is going to read this and no, I think it looks like he definitely needs a damage boost. He needs a damage boost because he lost it earlier with Incineroar, but do we think he's going to call the Terra Water into Ninetales?
I'm not positive. I don't think it's... I think that's a risky thing to do. Okay, but that fast taunt comes out, and I think that continues to be really, really great for
the Blizzard. Do we get a freeze? No!
Oh!
Not into...
Come on!
Of course.
Oh, amazing! Turn one thaw.
Let's go, Ogre
Love
Pond.
to see it.
The
Ivy Cudgel into the Ninetales.
I
think it's just too risky to try and call it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it makes a ton of sense. And the Flare Blitz goes into the Flutter. Yep.
That should knock the Flutter out. All right, here we go.
We've got a game, folks.
Heated. What do we got? What do we got next? What are you gonna do, Mr. Gaffney?
All right, Chen Pao. Interesting. So Chen Pao obviously threatening that extremely fast Sacred Sword that will just take out the Krampus Incineroar. I'm looking at the name as like, what is the name of this Pokemon?
I mean, do we think that if Shane doubles, because Protect is technically kind of an obvious call on Ninetales, so do we think that doubling into an Incineroar with Ivy Cudgel and a Sacred Sword is enough to take it out?
Yes, 100%, 100%. I think even the Sacred Sword alone would be enough to drop it.
Let's see, here we go, there's a Sacred Sword. Oh,
wow, on 1 HP!
On 1 HP, Chen Pao is
dropped to
another 1 HP. What are we doing here, Mr. Gaffney? Are we going to go for the Ninetales, or are we going to go for Incineroar?
Ivy Cudgel into
that looks like it's going to go Incineroar.
Into the Incineroar.
Absolutely.
Great coverage, kind of understanding that I think that's great targeting, right? Because the Incineroar is clearly the biggest threat right now, and the Chen Pao can't go down, right?
No.
So if the Chen Pao was able to take out that Incineroar, the doubling into the... Oh, it can't protect!
It can't
I forgot about the taunt.
Can't set up Aurora Veil. It has to either be taken out right now, or it has to swap out into... what's his name?
Tatsugiri.
Tatsugiri. Gross. I try to forget. You know how
Yeah.
Everyone knows how I feel about Tatsudozo.
Yeah. Everyone knows how everyone feels about Tatsudozo. Except for our beloved Tatsudozo players.
Oh, nice call by Shane. What are you gonna... How is he going to Spiky Shield?
Spiky Shield. Interesting.
Interesting.
So, I guess seeing what... If, Ninetales decides to swap out, seeing what this Dozo decides to go for. Wave Crash? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So trying to cover those options, trying to get those KOs, but...
Oh, we got some chip damage.
But it will be healed up by the leftovers. Ah, Dozo.
Oh, Dozo. LOL
Jonathan
chat.
Dozo.
I see that. No fun. So now, it doesn't look like Brenden intends to swap out because he's still in a really good position.
Yeah, the taunt is over though, so this Ninetales still can Aurora Veil for a little bit longer. But...
Okay. That's a fast Ninetales, so the one Blizzard is going to knock out that Chen Pao. Oh! Wait a minute.
A critical hit.
Very, very, very clutch critical hit.
Do you think that mattered? Chen Pao's so strong.
I'm wondering if this is an adamant Chen Pao. Because, I don't know, it feels like Sacred Sword... I've always felt like Sacred Sword, because even into that Incineroar, it did a lot. That was a lot of damage.
I mean, it is super effective.
Yeah!
I mean, I generally, whenever I see a Chen Pao, I'm like, oh, my Incineroar is gonna beef it.
True. But now we
Sorry,
got...
KO. Get KO'd.
Now we got into... Here we are into part... Tatsudozo, right? Shane still has the has an advantage at 3v1, but, you know, Chen Pao's about to die, and Ogerpon can't... Well, I don't think a Wood Hammer is great for...
It doesn't have Wood Hammer. It's got that grassy...
It's saying Wood Hammer.
Because you see it on the Rillaboom, and also a ton of Ogerpons run Wood Hammer, but this one's running that Grassy Glide for double glide if that Rillaboom came along.
Do you think Rillaboom came along?
I do not think Rillaboom came along.
I wonder why... Oh, because of all the freezes.
Yeah,
you don't want to...
It would be great in this endgame, though. That's for sure. And because the Terra is no longer in the table, we can just see all of these Grass-type moves following me.
Whoa! Oh,
I don't think I was expecting that.
That makes sense though, because you really do want the Secret Sword damage. You want a Secret Sword ignores all boosts, so that those defenses are really not going to do much.
Very true. But even so, there's just so much bulk on this,
and it's about to get bulkier.
I'm gonna cry.
It's only gonna get worse.
Alright, folks, we're approaching Tatsudozo Endgame. You know, that was my favorite of the Marvel movies, Tatsudozo Endgame.
Tatsudozo.
Yeah.
I've never seen any Marvel movies! This is
a joke about Avengers Endgame.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
All good.
Over my head. I'm doing that motion.
It's okay.
You can see it.
It's okay. Marvel is generally... We respect Marvel in this house insofar as Marvel is a purveyor of movies that people enjoy.
Oh, we're so Pokemon more. This is a Pokemon house.
So true. And you know what? I think we really need to focus on that. I think we just maybe...
Alright guys, here we go. Follow me. Shane's gonna pop up another Sacred Sword. Bam. More damage, and then we lose... Most likely are gonna lose Ogerpon. And now it's
probably for the best, though, right? Because this Ogerpon really couldn't do much anyways.
Healed Chip. I don't think this is not looking good for Shane, because if what's in the back is just Lando, it's gonna fall to one Wave Crash.
Right.
Yep.
And it is that Lando. Without the Terra, it's gonna have a bad time. Right, and these Sacred Swords are just not doing enough to this extremely bulky whale in order to make a meaningful chip. 10 pound going for the protect. Let's see, what is this Lando going for? Substitute. You know, I like it,
clever.
But I think this Wave Crash going into it is...
It's gonna break it, but at least not, the big fish thing is gonna take a lot of damage.
Right.
I think.
No, I think it takes... Yeah, it's not gonna take a ton because it didn't do that much damage, technically. Right, because it's damage, the recoil is based on the amount of damage it does, which is the quarter of that Landorus's health that it took to make that substitute.
Alright, here we go. We got another... He is determined to get rid of that Chen Pao. Chen Pao is kind of just like a free... It is a free shot now, unless Shane gets greedy and double protects, but he does not. He goes for his Sacred Sword and
the Earth Power.
Oh, that is a lot of damage. Bam.
And honestly, seeing that damage is pretty... Honestly, like, depending on how this next turn goes, right, if we think it's gonna decorate, if we think it's gonna protect, probably to get a little bit more of that chip, that Earth Power is a lot of damage, a lot more than I thought.
A lot of damage. If Shane pauses and substitutes, then he's in a really good position for when Tatsugiri comes out.
Yeah, I imagine this as a substitute. Oh, no. It's an Earth Power.
Oh no. So now we have a problem here, because I think the Earth Power is going to knock out the Thondozo, but there's a very, very, very fast Tatsugiri in the back waiting for Landorus.
Oh, lives on 3! Oh no! Devastating. Yeah.
Christmas Crimes.
Christmas Crimes takes another victim.
Psycho Turtle today.
Oh, that's a bummer. Like, well played by both. that endgame was tough because I think if you were able to read that protect, right, you get another substitute up, and and once you get that substitute up, you can safely at least take another wave crash in order to get enough damage into the Tatsu, or sorry, the Dozo. But then, yeah, you're right. You've got a really fast Tatsu who's, I mean, it's only attacking move. Well, no, it's got that Icy Wind.
It had Icy Wind.
It has Icy Wind. It has Muddy Water.
It had a Draco Meteor, which probably could have the Icy Wind. No, because it's not stab, I think Lando would have survived one Icy Wind.
Icy Wind's quad effective.
Quad effect. And still, I've seen it survive, but it's also a single target at that point, too. So
exactly. Yeah. And it's the Choice Scarf, so it's faster. It's unlikely that any more...
Could have missed. You know how Icy Winds are?
True.
I suffered an Icy Wind earlier today.
Devastating.
A very devastating Icy Wind miss.
It do be like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in.
That's it for me.
Yes. Farewell to our beloved Richard.
I thank you all for joining. Enjoy your Sunday, and we'll be back with
more Pokemon action.
And more Pokemon.
Superb Owls.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere.